now to IDF Chief of Staff Herzi Halevi speaking this hour. IDF warriors are operating those recent days in the Gaza Strip. They're deepening the ground operation, and we're deepening or advancing rather the achievements as well. The forces are fighting in an urban, tight area, complex one. It requires a very professional fighting and lots of courage. The land forces are accompanied by direct intelligence, specific intelligence, and fire from the air and from the sea. This partnership, this cooperation, this is our secret. It accelerates the achievements. It makes the fighting much more effective. The fighters are conducting face-to-face battles with a brutal enemy. But they work, they operate out of a very clear principle, the spirit of the Israeli society. The just battle of the state of Israel is accompanying them in every single step. There's a heavy, painful price to this war. And it is part of our ability to secure our existence here. We are closely embracing the families of the fallen soldiers, and with their spirit and memory, we will continue until we win. This week we were all emotional when soldier Private Ori Megidish returned to her family. It was a very emotional moment for all of us, and I'm allowing myself to say that after vast years of service, it was a complicated, complex night with some difficult decisions to be made, but we succeeded. Ori, of course, is a full universe on her own, but we do know it's only a drop in the sea. We have a profound commitment to do everything we can to bring back the hostages, all of them. We are maintaining our maneuverability on all the different fronts. In the north, vis-a-vis Hezbollah, and in the West Bank against Hamas operatives, and we are always constantly ready for the expansion of the fighting on all the different fronts. The Air Force is operating in the Gaza Strip with great might, with great force, and excelling in doing so. But we are. But you should understand that we are using only half of the aerial ability of the IAF, of the Israeli Air Force. There are pilots who are ready at any given moment to hop on a plane and head to the battlefield as the battle requires, as much as the ground needs it to. We are fighting for the sanctity of life against an enemy that is operating with death and destruction, out of death and destruction, and we are fighting for our existence, for our right to be in our homeland. This is our country. We do not have any other country. This is our homeland. We are acting forcefully, cool-headedly, and resolutely, with a very clear moral compass to fight over these things, those things that, based on them, our country was established upon. The IDF is fighting at the forefront, but is not forgetting the home front. Our soldiers, the Israeli soldiers, are also in the different communities, with the refugees, with the bereaved families, with the families of the hostages. This is a wide-scale national effort that is all driven and focused on bringing good. We will continue this battle with the home front in our hearts, the Israeli people strengthening us, and we will not forget for a second what are we fighting about. A kid riding his bicycle in a kibbutz, a couple on their day of marriage, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, the founders of this nation, those who are trusting us to fight for them, for us. We will fight for the life of a free nation in its homeland. The army of the people is derived from the people, and its mission is to solidify and maintain our existence here in our country, in our homeland. In recent days, I've been touring the forces underground. I've met reservists who came from all across the universe, all across the world, to take part in this privilege of fighting for the country. I've met soldiers who just finished their boot camp, their training, and they're insisting on being part of the battle, to be part of this fight to protect the homeland. I am meeting commanders who are leading their people with great bravery, with determination, all of this with great professional talent, military talent. I am proud to be standing at the forefront of the IDF, and I know, and I want to tell you that the Israeli people can trust the IDF to protect them, to protect the homeland. Question is now being asked. The IDF Chief of Staff addressing the nation this afternoon on day 27 of the war here in Israel, day 6 of the operation, the ground operation in the Gaza Strip. The IDF Chief of Staff been on the ground. Yeah. The Gaza Strip looks different compared to what it looked like a month ago. The address responsible to the way the Gaza Strip looks like today is Hamas. This war began after a heinous assault, a massacre on behalf of Hamas. So we approached action with a very clear objective: to dismantle the Hamas terror group and to create the best conditions to bring back all the hostages. What we need to do in order to achieve these objectives, we will do. The IDF is doing it not in order to harm any civilians or damage those who are not involved, but an enemy that is using the public as human shields is part of the battle. We have the ability in the IDF to use the best military technologies. Once you embark on a battle, there are risks. No defense mechanism can provide 100% of defense. Our forces were shot at or fired at. So far, we have very few casualties. The equipment, the tanks are working very well altogether, but yes, there are incidents in which things are happening differently. In every confrontation we had with Hamas operatives, Hamas terrorists in recent days, every single time the IDF soldiers won the battle, every single time. Dozens and dozens of Hamas terrorists are being killed every single day, and we will continue with that.